Light that spark, Fire Nation. JLD here, and welcome to Entrepreneurs on Fire, brought to you by the HubSpot Podcast Network with great shows like Gain, Grow, Retain. Today, we'll be breaking down how sonic streaming automates wealth creation for podcasters and their communities. To drop these value bombs, I have brought Ian Utile into EO Fire Studios. Ian is a 7-time founder, the CEO at attn.live, and co-producer of NFT NYC. He's been involved with NFTs since 2017 and loves one wheels, sunrises, sunsets, affectionate words, and courageous actions. And today, Fire Nation, we'll talk about sonic streaming. We'll talk about NFT NYC, and we'll talk about all the awesomeness in this world when we get back from thanking our sponsors. Let's get real. Let's talk Roll by ADP, the first chat-based mobile payroll app designed for small businesses and startups. It makes running payroll as easy as sending a text. Visit getroll.com/fire to get your first 3 months free. Work in sales or interested in learning how to sell? Then check out the Salesman Podcast with Will Barron. You'll learn how to find buyers and win big business in effective and ethical ways with episode topics like the 4-step process to influencing buying decisions. Listen to The Salesman wherever you get your podcasts. Ian, say what's up to Fire Nation and share something that you believe about becoming successful that most people disagree with.
What's up, Fire Nation? My name is Ian, and I'm thankful to be here. What's something I believe about success that people might disagree with? I would say that the things that the world judges success, money in the bank account, things of that nature, are probably not really success. I think success has to do with how much you laugh is a great measure of success. How much you smile is a great measure of success. How much you enjoy what you're doing. The feedback you get from people around you, especially people you're closest to, great measure of success. So I just think I live by a different scoreboard than many people that would talk about success as this achievement or this acquisition, things of that nature. So maybe that's a bit different than others might feel.
Well, I think that's a great way to start this episode. And it's a great theme I want to kind of keep coming back to as we chat here today. Because you've done some pretty cool things over the years. As I mentioned in the intro, you're the CEO of attn.live, attn.live. You're also the co-producer of NFT NYC, which has taken on a whole animal of itself. You've been involved with NFTs since 2017, which is pretty crazy. And you love one wheels, which is fantastic. Sunsets. Can you see a sunset from your treehouse? Is that possible?
I can. I can see the sunrise to the left and the sunset to the right.
You've nailed it.
So
you've nailed it.
I'm just like basking in the grace of nature.
That's fantastic. I love that. And you've done something pretty cool with a company called Sonic Streaming, which is actually where I want to start today. I want to hear the story, the aha moments of the creation, the idea for Sonic Streaming. What was that story?
Well, it was personal. I had just wrapped up one of my tech companies. It was acquired by a private equity firm. So I was thinking about what to do next. And I became an entrepreneur in residence at a few different places to kind of work out what I was going to start next. And I kept running into this roadblock with wanting to broadcast my content all at one place at one time. So I would end up eventually I had multiple phones. I had like 4 phones, one to go live on Instagram, one to go live on YouTube, and I thought this is a broken system. And then some different software products came out that let you kind of live broadcast video. And there's some good software companies that have done it, but I still wasn't really happy. I felt like it wasn't very simple. Like I still needed a person to help. So the beginning of Sonic Streaming was, what if we just had a simple app that could be used on any phone or even a voice device, like a Google Assistant device. So you could just say, I want to go live, and you basically do a podcast to every platform at once. So that was the beginning idea. And then it evolved from there. But my main desire was to save time. I just wanted to be in my car or on the run or on a one-wheel ride. And if I had some thought for a minute, or I'm with a friend at a coffee shop and I want to capture a spur-of-the-moment podcast, I could just go live and have clear, crisp, audio that just goes out everywhere at one time.
Now, Fire Nation, I can tell you as a creator myself, when it comes to things like audio and just overall content creation, this is a problem in the world. And so that aha moment is something that, I can definitely see how and why Ian had. Can you kind of talk us through the next step of the process once you had that idea?
Yeah, the next step for me was seeing how we could build it. And I kept thinking that conversational AI was the most important element. So I felt like, there's all these great distribution software companies, the Hootsuites and the Buffers and the HubSpots of the world. And there's some pretty good like video distribution and video creation platforms like Zoom or Skype. And I thought, okay, but where's the simplicity? I thought, well, if you could just say to your Microsoft Cortana, your Samsung Bixby or Apple Stereo device, if you could just say, I want to go live, and it already has everything set in the settings and you could go everywhere at once, like that was the key. So we actually spent a ton of time trying to build out our technology with conversational AI as the primary interface rather than thumbs on glass or fingers on a keyboard. While we were doing that, I kept looking at future technology, and I was just captivated with NFTs about 5 years ago. And I thought, I think NFTs can kind of prove ownership of this intellectual property that's like being distributed across all these channels. Because, when you send it to YouTube or you send it to Instagram, it's kind of questionable about the terms and conditions and who owns what and what people can do. I thought, what if I could use an NFT to just prove this is my content or this is our client's content? So we really were playing in two different advanced fields. One is leveraging smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain network to prove intellectual property and transfer ownership. And the other was using conversational AI so that it would be really easy to use our product because you didn't have to have a cell phone or a computer in front of you.
Now, I'm a podcaster. I know a lot of people listening to this are podcasters, are content creators, are doing videos, TikToks, different things along those lines. Why are we the ideal creators to leverage sonic streaming?
Well, I feel like podcasters can make more content at scale than anybody else. I feel like podcasters have the ability to create content without worrying about all the different elements that a highly pre-produced, post-produced content has oftentimes. So a podcast doesn't have to often worry about what they look like. They just need a great microphone, and they need to have something of significance to say. Another thing about podcasters is oftentimes when they're doing a podcast, whether it's really thought through and it's a weekly or monthly podcast or it's spur of the moment, when they do it, a lot of new things are said that they've never said before. And so I think one of the big things is that's all fresh ideas and intellectual property, and they don't have a great way of proving it's theirs. They don't even have a system to record and transcribe and file something. So we're trying to be an all-in-one solution for content creators that create content at scale, which oftentimes is audio content. And so we feel like this is the ideal market for us to serve because they're underserved. We also recognize that nobody in the NFT space is talking about podcasts. They might be talking about artwork or music or metaverse, but there's still not even any focus really on this sector of the economy and leveraging these advanced technologies like smart contracts for the sake of people like yourself, John, with Entrepreneurs on Fire.
Yeah, and that makes me excited. And I love when people like yourself who are, just go-getters, entrepreneurs, creators are creating awesome tools and platforms for producers and content producers in general. That's just really exciting. So hat tip to you on that, Ian. Love it, love it. And Fire Nation, we have some real cool things we're going to be talking about. We're going to do a quick change of gears, but we're not done talking about sonic streaming either. But we're going to take a quick break to thank our sponsors. Looking for scalability and customization in the software that you're using to run your business? Smart move, Fire Nation. Using software and tools that scale with you and that are customizable is a must when growing your business, and that's why a HubSpot CRM is perfect. HubSpot scales with you. So whether you're brand new to the business space or welcoming your 100,000th customer, HubSpot is impossible to outgrow. HubSpot also offers several hubs, apps, and tools that are all customizable. So whatever your business needs to stand out, HubSpot can deliver. Their website builder is a perfect example of this. Build a unique website for your business quickly and easily with HubSpot's web builder. All you have to do is select a theme from the HubSpot marketplace or let developers build your unique theme from scratch. With its easy-to-use editor, you'll be able to seamlessly make updates and take full ownership of your site in no time. Learn how your business can grow better at HubSpot.com. Roll by ADP is the first chat-based mobile payroll app designed for small businesses and startups. It makes doing payroll ridiculously easy. How easy? Put it this way. It's as easy as pulling up a podcast on your phone. Roll takes on payroll tasks for you, like automatically filing your payroll taxes. As a small business owner, you're expected to do it all, but now you don't have to. You're a small business owner, not an accountant. So if you have a payroll question, just fire off a text to receive Roll's 24/7 live support and step-by-step guidance. Roll knows there are only so many minutes in the day, and that's why it's designed for maximum efficiency. Run payroll in under a minute and use your newfound free time to catch up on some much needed you time. You already have enough to worry about, so you can rest easy knowing Roll is backed by ADP, giving you industry leading security, expertise, and reliability. Visit getroll.com/fire to get the Roll by ADP app and get your first 3 months free. That's getroll.com/fire. So Ian, we're back. And as I said before the break, I want to do a quick gear shift because something that you're passionate about and you have been since 2017. And me, I'm a little later to the game, but I've been in it for over a year now, are NFTs. And NFT.NYC has been really the NFT conference for at least a year or two now. And so I kind of want to have you talk about this event. How did it come to fruition? How can Fire Nation participate? Why should we be excited about this?
NFT NYC is a community event. So our last event was in November. We had 5,500 people buy tickets, but we had more than 10,000 people come to Times Square, New York, and 128 other events happened in collaboration with ours. So this year, it's June 20th through the 23rd in Times Square, New York. We've rented Radio City Music Hall and the Palladium Theater and the Edison Ballroom in Town Square and a bunch of hotels. And we, as a team at NFT NYC, we're simply facilitating the community to do what they want to do, which is gather together in real life to forge partnerships, to get contracts done, to get investment, both deploying capital as an investor and getting capitalized as an entrepreneur. And so we're creating environments for this. And of course, we're creating stages, right? We'll have almost 1,500 speakers at our event, but our event is not centralized by nature. It's not about us saying this is what's happening, how it's happening. We try to give the crowd and the community as much influence over what we do as we possibly can. And then we encourage everybody else, like, any big NFT project, to do their own event while ours is going on, and we'll put it on our website and support it. So it is, in many regards, people kind of think like, wow, it's kind of like South by was when it was getting started, like this really cool place where innovative creators are at and everybody's coming together to collaborate. And that's the environment that we want to foster. And our team had this idea late 2018, and we're amazed by how it's grown, because when we first started doing it, it was, 150 of us, the second year is maybe 300. And then last year, of course, because of all that's happened in this space, our event in terms of attendance exploded.
And I love how there are so many outside meetups as well. I mean, we're already hearing from some projects that I'm in about how they're basing their annual meetup around NFT.NYC, and how that's just going to grow and bring more people to the space, to the city, to the environment, and really looking forward to everything that has involved with. And I want to shift gears back now to Sonic Streaming, because you have this vision for the future impact of what you've created with Sonic Streaming for creators, for their communities. Can you talk about that future?
Well, I think the future comes in a couple parts. So first, can we serve you and your peers really, really well, right? So can we give you a tool to where you don't have to change much about what you do, but you just can do it better? And can we listen to you? And can we actually take in the feedback and then make little pivots in terms of what we're building for today? So today we want to serve podcasters well, and anybody involved in audio. And of course, this could extend to universities and teachers, and it could extend to nonprofit organizations that are always talking about what they're doing. But we see podcasters as the core, right? Podcasters are creating amazing IP of big communities that are committed and loyal to them. They also are inviting other people to their platform platform, like you've invited me to your platform to share and their ideas. And so we want to support this. And so we believe that our all-in-one solution, which people can, if they want to learn more, they can go to attn.live and to kind of see what we're doing for podcasters. So that's step number one.